Hey guys, and welcome back to part 3 of the 5 episode part of how to code a GTA5 modded 10k drop. So from episode 1 and 2 we worked on the base JavaScript, we worked on the NPCs JavaScript, then we worked on the $sign for JavaScript. Today we're going to be working on the main code and actually how the job works and how it works in general. So let's start this. So obviously from episode part 1 and part 2 you should have already chose if you were doing Xbox or if you're doing PS4, and this is what we've done so far. Now the next couple of files won't actually be JavaScript, it'll be some main files that you need to do. So the one we're going to be working on today is called inject. So to get this you want to obviously go, if you've watched from part 1 and part 2 then you should be up to date with where we are now. Click file and then you want to do a new file, then file and then do save as. Make sure you select your one that you're going into. This time when you select this, don't select the JavaScript, the middle one. You want to go ahead and scroll to where it says GSC, as in GSC, CSC and GSH. You won't be able to see the other ones because that's not what it's called. Now go ahead and click on this. Make sure you click under the before the dot, backspace it, and name this code. Well, actually, this can be a choice. It's a choice between naming it code or inject. It's a choice between either of these two. They both do the same one. For this type of thing, I'm just going to do inject because it will be a bit more easier to find out what it is later on in the episodes. So go ahead and click save, and then at the top you'll see inject.gsc. That's good. If you guys haven't got this software installed yet, you should have had it installed by part 1 of this series. The link was in the description for part 1, so go back to that and start. Once you've got that installed, then you can carry on watching the parts to get up to where we are now. Now once you're in this folder for the inject, the first command you want to type is obviously just literally type inject, and if you type inject space, go down, hashtag, and then you want to type RE, and then you'll go down to scroll down a little bit, and you'll see the where is it? Keep scrolling down. It could be a little bit down. There it is. Remove no sun shadow. Make sure you put that on. Then it will create a bracket. Type the numbers 668 and then a star symbol. Then go ahead and space down. But before we do anything major, what we should have done, I should have mentioned this at the start. If you watched part 1 and part 2 by now, you should know what we have to be doing. Go ahead and open up the folder if you've left it on your desktop. Go to here, or if you're doing the other one, you'll notice it should look roughly like this if you catched up. Go ahead, rename, make sure you copy the whole line of text for this. Make sure as they are for all the others with a bracket, so go ahead and type the bracket, paste it in, copy that. Go ahead and go to the base and go to the first line of code here, right at the bottom. As I told you, every time you do a new side, you have to add it on this main one. Then go ahead and add outer bracket, and then add a inner bracket. Then it should highlight both just like that. Now I'm going to work on the inject, remove no sun shadow, space down. Then this is obviously depends on where you're saving this, for PS4 or Xbox. Now you want to type in @inject, and you'll see a client objectives. Make sure you click on this. So it'll say local client number. So this is basically if you're doing PS4 or Xbox. But to get the to figure out what you're doing for this, go and open up your folder. And for this case, you see I've got GTA5 modded job, PS4 job, and then this. You want to go ahead and click on the side here, and it will copy the whole path to your main drive. Just go ahead and copy, Control C that. Go to here and Control V, and you'll paste the exact directory for where that folder is. From this point onwards, you cannot move this folder, otherwise it won't work. One thing I'd recommend is removing the name of your PC, backspace it, and name it to GTA5.exe, just like I've done there. Then it will go into your OneDrive, your desktop, etc. Make sure you do that one step there, otherwise this whole thing will not work. Now go ahead and space down a couple times and type in OP, and it will say open menu. Oh, I did that wrong. Go ahead and click open menu. brackets, true, space down, clear, clear enemy, brackets, true, space down again, type in TTP, and it will, if you've done the exact algorithm for it, you'll see trace point, start and end. You want the start, backspace it should go all the way back. Start, you want to do 1, and then end, you want to do whatever number is the maximum amount of money for the payout. So at this point, you don't want to really put a number, because obviously everyone goes on the job at a random amount of time, so just type random. At the end of random, make sure you type in a @ symbol, space down again, type in hashtag, and then you want to type in region, as in re and then gone, not as in region as in this type of region. Type in as this, REA and then gone, re-gone. Space down, do a colon, true. I didn't really want to do that, true. There we go, colon, true, and then you want to do open. Scroll down a bit on this, right to the bottom, I remember it's right here. Point on segment nearest to point, and it'll open up a very long bit of code. Go ahead and backspace this first bit of code and type in YUI, as in capital Y, lowercase u, and capital I. Segment B, backspace it, type in YTTS3. Then for P, type in the number, code number for 80034. Then go ahead and space down, type in / end, as in, make sure you do not do any capital letters like I just made a mistake there. Space it down on the first one, so it's hovering over this, and it should do end location section. Space down, POP, player positive wild, ignore ENT position. Whatever this position says here, it needs to be the same as what it says right here. So what you need to type in here for the position is 11.900. Go ahead and make sure you highlight for the bracket to bracket, Control C. Now you want to space down, and then you want to enter down, then press the space button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go ahead and paste that bracket in again. You'll notice there'll be a line in between this, because that's where it's going to happen. Then go ahead and type true, and then scroll down to, there it is, shoot turret, and then whatever's in this bracket needs to be higher than this, so do 11.901. Needs to be at least 1 higher. Go ahead and space down twice, make sure you're back on the main line. Go ahead and do a bracket and put true, and then type equals. Then you want to type in $, KIO, $, again, space down. Then you want to do this time as in a side bracket, which is the flat ones, not the curved ones. And you just want to hold down the 9 button for the maximum amount of number for GTA. That is just obviously for your character, your player. Then go down another layer and type player. Then you want to type in the up arrow, money. Make sure you do a capital M for money, otherwise it won't work out well. Up arrow, space down. Now you want to type in kill, FX. And it will say local client number and effect ID. Local client number, just backspace that. And the number for that is depending if you grab the GTA5 that you've got for your console. On the back there'll be a number. On the back of that disc, not on the back of the disc, on the back of the case of the disc for the GTA, there'll be a number for your game. It will be a 6-digit number. Obviously it's going to be different for me and you, so make sure you type in the one that you've got, not the one I've got. But for this exact occasion, my number for me is 800956. It'll be a 6-digit code. In the middle of that 6-digit code, make sure you put a colon in between them both. And the effect ID is your Rockstar ID. To get your Rockstar ID, or clan for example, all you need to do is go ahead and pull up the job. And obviously if you publish this job, it will be by you. go to your hover over your name, go ahead and click expect element, so it hovers over your name. And if you scroll down to where this line of code is, go ahead and go above it, and you'll see your make sure it says your platform and then it says equals PS4, because that's what I published this on. Then go ahead and scroll down, and you'll notice you'll go to where there's a little side arrow that goes down, and then you'll go ahead and click on these three dots here, and you want to type in your code name that we put on your thing here. So this is my colon, so go ahead and control C it, go back to here, where's it gone? There it is. If it doesn't work, go ahead and scroll down again, and you'll see where it says clear, backspace it and paste, enter. Now what you'll notice, if you come out of this, go back, hover over it, inspect element. Now this time if you scroll up and click on the, which one is, there'll be a double line class where it says the header, and then the strag, you want to go on the strag one. Downspace it, then go on the downspace the bottom one again, and here we go, here is where your code will be. So in this case, mine is UGC __ bar _ 1U _ VE. Go ahead and control C that, open up back up the code, and then click at the end of the bracket and paste. Now we've got that. Some cases, if you're in the UK, that'll be what your code is, because that's what the U here is for UK. US would be exact same as this, but instead of the G, it would be a K. Go, now space down, and you want to put all in caps end, and then you want to press enter, and it should do the end cam aim script player. Make sure you don't change this, you want to just leave it as player, because by default your character is named as player. Then go ahead and enter down, do colon space J, and then your joint body will come up, space colon space down again. Then you want to type in BYT. Scroll down on the text, there it is, get character's body model color, and it will do a lot of these information. Now pretty much to work out all this, you don't really need to change it, it will do automatically when you inject the menu. So you don't really want to mess around with that, so just space down, and then you want to just put end. Make sure you don't click enter on it, because it will copy that code. Space down again, and type pause, and it will say is pause, and then brackets. And you just want to type 1, because it'll pause for 1 second. Now once you've done that, go ahead and click file and save, because you don't want to mess around with that anymore. That's alright for that now. We open up the GTA one, go to PS4, job, and now you see we've got 4 different files, the inject and JavaScripts. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the next line. Now we can go ahead and click file, new file, file, save as. Go ahead and find where your thing is on your desktop. This time click the down arrow. You will have to scroll all the way down to the bottom this time, and you're going to need to find where it says shell script. There it is, shell script, SH, but it's pretty much a really long one, you shouldn't be able to miss it. Go ahead and click on that, and then on the name here, you need to click on before the dot and click player. Well, you want to type player.sh. Go ahead and control C that, because you're going to need to copy that in a minute. Make sure you save that, and you'll see player.sh, that's good. Go ahead and go back to the base, enter down, make sure you put the bracket, paste that in. Now do the open bracket and the close bracket. Now we got that one. Go back to the player. Now the player one, you're going to have to make a lot of these. You're going to need, well, to be precise, you need to make 20 of these exact and copy and paste them over and over again. All you need to do is type hashtag for the first line, type in REG and then UID, enter down, then you want to type in UID equals true, enter down again, type in LOP, and then type in equals, then you want to type in 666, space down again, do a bracket, true, and then you want to do game, make sure you do game, and then in brackets ban set false, spread, go down again, and then you want to put set game to halt, and you want to type in hashtag stop, and then you want to do the last line of code, which is a $10,000. Now what you want to do with this is go ahead and right click on it, make sure you are not on there on the file, and click save. Now if we open up this again, go to PS4, job, and now we have the player. It will say the shell one. Now what we need to do to make this your life a lot easier, because you only need to, this is pretty much all you need to do for this exact folder, is go ahead and click on it, click copy, click on the page again, click paste, and this time you'll see it will go player/copy sh. And you want to do this 20 times, so I'm going to do this right now. So that's one, so that this counts as 1, this counts as 2, so we go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now don't worry that it's got the number next to it. I know that says 19, but remember that's 19 of them, plus this one, which is 20. Well, no, actually, technically that all together, all these are 20, and then, no, 19, sorry, and then that's 20. Now you've got all them set. You haven't got to open all of these up on this, don't worry. You only need to have one open. I'm just making this easy. You can technically close out of these, but it'll be better just to keep it like this for now, because it'll make your life a lot easier. Now you want to create another folder, which is the very last one we're going to be doing today. Go click new file, and then you want to make sure you go file, save as, and go ahead and go to where it should be already in the one. This one's going to be simple. All you need to do for this one is click where it says batch, because it's the bat file, cmd because it's the command. And this one is going to be called run. All lowercase, make sure you do that. It's run.bat, make sure you copy that here, because you're going to need that in a second. Go ahead and click save, and now you see run.bat. This is really simple. All you need to basically do for this is open up brackets, make sure you copy and paste the file name. It's not working at the moment. If it doesn't work, and let you paste it in because it is a run, just type run.bat. Make sure it's the exact same as what this is. Now go ahead and enter down and type run.bat equals true. That's all you need to, that's literally all you need to do for that. Copy the run.bat folder, put it in the base, right at the bottom. You know the drill by now if you've been watching my tutorials. And now you got the run.bat, space down, and boom. Make sure you go ahead and file and save that, otherwise later on in the series that's going to be a pain in the ass if you haven't already done that. So guys, we're going to end the video there. I hope you enjoyed part 3. Part 4 coming out maybe tomorrow or the next day, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Consider subscribing and liking, and I'll see you in the next one, guys, in a bit.